It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Bills and Raiders coming up next.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, and Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And the rumors were pretty strong that teams asked about him in the offseason. But for once, got a pretty firm not available from the Raiders. Now in his 8th season as a Raider, still yet to appear in a playoff game. But last year, really solid numbers again. A 3rd straight 4,000-yard campaign, 27 touchdowns, just 9 interceptions, and the highest analytical rating of his career. Derek Carr is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
On first down, Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay out of here in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you run those routes in order to cause him problems.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the Raiders' profile of speed, speed, speed. Didn't have the immediate impact that they had hoped, just 26 catches. Hoping to up his game in 2021, and he makes a nice catch there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 39 yards for Josh Jacobs. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. We see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
It's got to feel great for the Bills franchise to know that they're set up for the future with number 7 at the helm. They don't have to worry about draft choices. They don't have to worry about free agency. They have their quarterback. And the passing attack as a team, second only to the Chiefs in 2020. And how about Josh Allen? Guided the Bills to their first playoff win since 1995 last season. And his completion percentage in the last 3 years has gone from roughly 53% to 69% last season.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
The way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing now is Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And now Waller going to have a chance to run this. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Carr now to throw. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
After that throw, there's definitely one that he would love to have back. What's going through his head? I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. The open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
score now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Counter play with Jacobs. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando, and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the backfield.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Carr. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. This will be caught at about the... Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Carlson able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the main field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Allen now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. 1st down and more for Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st down, Allen. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 20 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to race it. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 38, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes, despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and it blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From midfield, here's Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And he's in his 12th NFL season, and he's crafty, he's savvy. He's a guy who competes for the ball. 61 catches with New Orleans last year. Very happy to be in Buffalo. A big reason why? The young quarterback, Josh Allen.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They run here with Singletary. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Moss. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That's the end of the third quarter with a score.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Singletary will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Raiders 10.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further. He's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Carr to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Carr. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this one will be returned to maybe 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On first down, Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, 36 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. They've certainly got to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now they got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Carr will look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with the pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Got to attack. We've got to make them. We need
2-minute play. 4 times.
They have to be here.
Just a down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when they start thinking about burning these timeouts, they've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Second down at 5. They'll go again here with Moss. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On the counter, this is Moss. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.